It's been 3 years since we've enjoyed the sights and sounds of the Miramar Air Show. It's been on a pandemic pause, but now it is roaring back full throttle to wow the crowds. Tonight, I'm also revealing some big news I've had to keep to myself for the past 4 weeks. I'm getting the rare chance to fly with the Blue Angels. My late father served this country for 60 years, and I know he'd be so proud.
The clear, quiet skies above MCAS Miramar are about to get a lot more thrilling. The Miramar Air Show is coming back for the first time since 2019, and we got a behind-the-scenes look at what's to come.
This is the Miramar headquarters, essentially, and here you're going to have commanding officer, executive officer, sergeant.
Second Lieutenant Jacoby Hawkins escorted us down the hallway lined with air show posters from years past to meet the commanding officer.
What an honor.
Colonel Marty Bedell.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Last month I learned he selected me for the rare opportunity to fly with the Blue Angels. A secret I've been keeping until now, as I was just medically cleared.
I have 1 week to prepare.
Good. Well, be hydrated and be well rested.
Okay. All right.
So, no partying the night before.
No.
I've actually been preparing since the moment I got the exciting news.
I've not had alcohol. I've not had sugar. I've been going to boot camp 5 days a week. I'm like taking this really seriously.
That is super duper smart.
Yeah.
Because it is a very physical experience. Very. There's some G-force.
Okay.
Yeah. Things are moving pretty quickly. Actually, shorter folks have a little bit of an advantage.
Okay.
When you're pulling G's.
Really?
When you're turning, because the blood kind of doesn't have as far to go out of your head, so you won't pass out.
All right.
That's great.
Yay!
So you're perfectly built.
That's great.
For the G-forces you're experiencing.
That makes me feel better.
Welcome to the flight line.
Oh my gosh!
All of this is going to be the air show.
Wow. How exciting is it to have the air show coming back after 3 years? It's been a long 3 years.
We are incredibly excited to have it back. This is our opportunity to thank the community, get a chance to interact with Marines and sailors, and see all of the things that go into making these aircraft fly. And then at the end of the air show on each day, the Blue Angels fly. So next week, you are going to be in the back of one of those.
Oh my gosh! Right there.
Right there. It is absolutely incredible. It's really exciting. You're going to get to see the world from a very, very different perspective, including upside down.
I'm more excited than I am nervous. I'm super excited.
Yeah, be excited. It's an incredible experience that very, very few people get to have.
I've been skydiving a couple times. Many years ago in my 20s, I jumped with members of the U.S. Navy Leapfrog parachute team, and I've always wanted to fly with the Blue Angels, so this is really a lifelong dream.
To help prepare you for your ride in the back seat of an F-18, I happen to have the best weapons sensor officer in the Marine Corps here today to share with you some of the tips that are going to help you make sure that you're helping the pilot while you're flying around.
Lieutenant Colonel Christine Judy Hauser.
You spent how many hours?
Just under 2,000 hours in F-18s.
She told me there's a certain type of breathing maneuver that will help keep the blood from pooling and leaving my head.
So you're tightening your legs up, kind of using those core muscles, tightening those, and there's something called a hic. So you go, hic, hic. So you hold your breath for 2 to 3 seconds and then let go.
Something I'll be practicing a lot to prepare for my flight with the Blue Angels.
So besides the features you have similar to Tom Cruise.
Yes, short in stature.
You have some other natural advantages, I understand you learned.
Yes, Lieutenant Colonel Hauser said that women tend to do better against G-forces too, and I asked why. And she said, I'm not really sure. And I was like, it's because we're stronger, right?
There you go. Not going to get an argument from me. I'm jealous. I look forward to seeing you get up there.
I'm just super proud and honored. And, you know, they only chose one person because it takes a lot of resources and effort to do that. And I think they said, you know, my father's service and then all the stories that we've done on the military community here in San Diego. It's an honor. And I've always wanted to do it. And I never thought I'd get a chance. I thought, you know, I don't know how long I'll be in in this business. I just thought that time
Gotta
had
get
passed.
the good at. That's one of those ones you want to chalk off. And Carlene and I are going to nag you all the rest of this week. One of the things they said, get some rest.
Yes.
They said it. We tell her all the time.
I've been doing everything else right. I just need to sleep a little bit more.
There you go.
Oh, and then coming up next Monday, my story on everything you need to know if you're heading to the air show to kick off Miramar Air Show week here on CBS 8. We'll have that story as well.